bit more of a soldier map, some would say. Maybe
Yeah,
Shounic can offer us some insight about how the Asians like to play Granary.
probably double
Yeah, we
soldier
do.
bomb.
Yeah, we do. We do consider a pretty soldier-heavy map. A lot of us like to do garage rollouts and just double bomb onto whoever is down on there, like a scout pick or something.
So that's what I thought. It's something that Asian Fortress do all the time. Just double soldiers just land on your head. It's just and the demo man's getting pocketed across the point. That's like pretty old school granary play. It's still kind of relevant now, but yeah, that's something I remember like a lot of the Asia Fortress teams like doing.
And the double soldiers not get denied by scouts
Uh,
up top.
Sometimes, other times the soldiers just do enough damage and pave enough way for the demo man. Because like a lot of the time, too many people just put focus on the soldiers and don't like take note of the other team. And at the same time, they're not really sending like one of their soldiers or even both their soldiers aggressive. So like that's a deal with dealing with aggression. You can't just like sit passive and wait for the aggression all the time, because like you need to have your own aggression to slow their players that are trying to follow up on that damage that's coming out. But sometimes it's a bit of a novice mistake to not do that. But we'll have to see, who does what on this map. Really, we're gonna have to see if FFS can, pull a win out of their hat, because they are obviously down a map, and 5-0 is a pretty crushing defeat to say the least.
I got Kadis messaging me here asking about why he got some random spam about a guy called OPD. What did he do in the game that we were casting? Well, Kadis, he just tried to go and solo cap last on Badlands against a team of 4 or 5, but it didn't happen. Did a little jump down main, tried to pull a Kadis maneuver. Well, so Yuki said, you've been called out, bro. But we are here on the second map. It's going to be Granary, and before Badlands end at 5-0, away at the beginning, shounic, he backed MEJ and they came out trumps. I'm going to ask you, who is your prediction here for the second map?
Oh my god, asking me for these predictions. I think I would have to go with MEJ again, but I think it'll be a closer game this time. I think they kind of understand what's been driving MEJ. I think they'll understand that OPD is probably the one kind of, if you take him out, they're kind of screwed. So hopefully they'll catch on to that. I think they do.
I think what they need to do, I feel, is like, if they want to kill OPD, they have to do it really quickly. Else, like, a lot of the time they were trying to aim OPD, like FFS that is, but they were killing him way too late in the rollout. Like, he'd already done his damage. I wouldn't expect, I wouldn't be surprised to see OPD practically roll catwalk every rollout, because he rolled window every rollout, and it's just like, that defensive positioning gives you, like, still good access to a lot of damage, but it gives you like that defensive spot, and like catwalk is pretty much the granary window rollout, if you could say. So I don't know, maybe some super fast aggression onto the catwalk just to force OPD to slow down a bit. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Unless like FFS could also kill the other players. Like, it's not all OPD. I mean, you could just like kill the rest of his players and he has no protection after that. But obviously we'll have to wait and see.
I noticed a lot of big plays from the roamer for MEJ last map. Creep, who has now renamed himself Wide for some reason. Maybe that's his proper name. But anyway, who is supposed to be the roamer for FFS? It's TJ, right?
Yep.
He just didn't seem to be having the same sort of conversion rate, the same success rate. Hopefully he can bring something to the game this time. He's the man who needs to get in OPD's face, I guess.
Yeah, I felt like he was playing a bit more of a cleanup roamer, as opposed to, kind of the initiation kind of roamer, which, works for some teams, but I feel they need the initiation, especially because the other team relies quite heavily on OPD to, do the work. And if he just initiates an OPD, then it just forces OPD, into a passive positioning. That way, that paves the room for Cute Man to, push aggressively across the point.
Absolutely. I understand we are letting them know that we're ready to go live here, so we'll probably see action within the next 90 seconds. I didn't give my prediction for the last map, but I probably would have said maybe 5-0 in favour of MEJ.
Oh yeah, okay.
But this time, I want to see a third map. I want to see Asheville, a map that I've never even played, never mind cast it. So I'm going to say it's going to be a very tight 5-4. It's going to go the full 30 minutes, 5-4. in favor of FFS. Totally jinxed it.
Wow.
It's going to be 5-0 in favor of MEJ.
I don't know. I'll hold my tongue for it. I'm hoping for FFS.
Yeah, I definitely want a third map as well. I'm gonna say FFS win as well, but it's gonna be like a lot closer. I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty low scoring, so like 3-2. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I did
Go
notice on
FFS.
Badlands. I did notice on Badlands that they did pretty okay. You know, there were moments where TJ did get a good pick on the medic, and I think there was one mid where Cactus did a very nice pick onto OPD, like very very early on onto mid.
Yeah, we definitely seen flashes of potential here. But at the same time, you know, Granary is one of these maps where if you get rolled on mid, you basically can very easily lose the round. So it's either going to be a long and hard fought game or over in like 10 minutes. I'm hoping for the latter. But guys, of course, we do have a second semi-final coming up tonight. There's going to be 2 semi-finals in one night. The second one will be Lust versus Kuso Scout, and that's going to be starting after this one. I understand they will wait and delay if it does go to 3 maps or for whatever delays we've had thus far with the servers. So don't worry, we're going to catch all the action. Nothing will be missed, as I understand. Is that right, shounic?
Yep.
You guys are so nice to us. I'm just glad to be here casting on a Sunday afternoon. I probably still would have been lying in my bed feeling sorry for myself, but now we're here and we have gone live. This is AsiaFortress Cup Season 7 semi-final number 1 between Mook and G, and for freak's sake, you just saw the first map go to MEJ 5-0. We're going to the first middle here on Granary, the second map, and we're all rooting for FFS to get a third map on the card. But I'm watching Cute Man roll up top. His first sticky is on the med pack, but OPD's already been out-rolled there. And here comes the bomb in from Wade aka Creep. He's gonna, almost gets the air shot there onto Joe, who will survive. Got covered there by his scout. Senescent's gonna take that roamer out. TJ went in and died at the same time, so it's both roamers down. And now they're trying to make their way out here, but Cute Man really can't get into this fight. He's too weak and he doesn't want to contest it. He's gonna back out. And Destiny's going to go down to Babel there just so that his demo man can survive. They have 2 scouts here and a demo, and they should have charge, so there's plenty of opportunities for backcaps, defenses, whatever they want here. But look at MEJ just all rushing through on that garage side. They're already through all the way on the right, Yuki.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be using Uber here. Both teams actually using Uber. Babel's going to use that to go behind and try and get a pick on the soldier, and he does take down TJ. But picks gone left and right. 2 picks for both sides. Meanwhile, the medic has gone down for MEJ, but Q-Man, the demo man for FFS, has gone down. So FFS need to be really careful here. They do have a medic, but they don't have a demo man, so this is really tough to hold. So they just need to get healed, make sure MEJ don't rush in here. As I say that, Babel does jump in, trying for a heroic play. He does get taken down really quickly. But OPD does return with the kill on Destiny. MEJ is just coming in ham right now, just trying to DM Joe with a huge Uber sword. OPD going for the hero play, but does get taken down, and it's now only a sniper and medic, so a lot of late deaths for MEJ. Gonna give FFS the room to get in here, as Vex does just get taken down as well. So well played by FFS, just a very clutch defense there. And this medic's gonna get taken down as well, Admirable. Is this MEJ showing signs of, I don't know, cracks here? This is just bad, but Uber has been used on Joe, excuse me.
Yeah, I think it's total overconfidence there, or just stuck in a sort of one-track mind. They wanted to get that medic pick so bad, they just threw everybody in. But look at this scout. HSK is going to find Joe with a couple of shots there, but didn't find the fatal one. There's a sticky trap there on this small med pack. OPD with the blind death. Joe goes down, and now even though they're still going to take the middle here, they have actually swung things back round in favour of MEJ. And HMOC going to build up that Uber advantage. Wow, what about that blind that sticky trap?
Meanwhile, Cute Man going for a Vanny trap. I lost count of the amount of times I've seen Demo Man trying to go for that after Vanny did that, like, what was it, 2 or 3 seasons ago now? Goodness. 3 seasons ago now, that's right. As yeah, we're going to see MEJ with the just about 50% Uber advantage, so, you know, big window of opportunity for them to push into mid here, but we all know it's Granary mid, chokes. I wouldn't be surprised to see FFS just be able to get an easy force, maybe 1 death max, and then just back out and then repush when they get Uber after forcing MEJ's Uber. We'll have to see as MEJ are pushing through this catwalk area, Admirable.
Yeah, OPD is baiting out the aggression though from TJ, who jumps in and takes damage. If FFS give away any cheap frags here, You might see MEJ able to walk in without even using Uber, and they have done that. Just that little bit of damage onto TJ was enough to force FFS out. They didn't fancy contesting that. They didn't even sacrifice anybody else to get that force. They're just going to try and use position here, but they will give up second. Middle without a fight.
Oh my god.
He got the trap!
He got one pick. He
He got the baddie trap.
Oh god. He didn't get 4 kills unfortunately, but looks like yeah, FFS coming in hard for that advantage. They are going to use the Uber. They do lose a scout for their troubles. So no backup's happening right now. There is actually Fex going for the backup. They need to stack this cap now. They actually aren't even going to beat that. The backup is going to prevail in time. But this scout is going to come back to try and stop it with the soldier. So well played by FFS to deal with that. But Artisan actually does get taken down by Fex. I mean, there's still a scout behind. Despite FFS getting that midpoint, they need to be careful and just flush the scout out behind. Take their time. Because, you know, they can deal with this scout. We're going to have to see what happens, as looks like he's going to be camping Artisan, so Artisan may get mad in T-minus 15 seconds.
Whoa, wow. What was that? Ball hacks for sure, bro. Just ran around, spun it instantly there, hiding in that spawn. Now, it is uber advantage for FFS, but it's really not much in it. A lot of time with the wow, English terrible. Fex going behind there, bought a lot of time. And now FFS trying to work their way forward, but they got to be fearful of those OPD sticky traps. He's got 4 that I can see on the roller door. Where are the rest of them? That's what I want to know. And it looks like FFS gonna head up top, take advantage of the cover in the garage, but the spam from OPD is enough to force them on entry here. And Hmok has managed to get his Uber up just in time. OPD goes down to Artisan though, gets dropped by his medic, and now there's a lot of frags to clean up here. For MEJ, FFS actually lose 2 as well, both scouts down. And there's a scout behind who is evading. HSK will go down to the rocket of TJ and the cap will come in, but the defense is already being set up here on last by MEJ. OPD trying to do air stickies there. No traps up, now launching pipes towards the FFS players as they retreat. They sent in TJ to try and make something happen, got a scout but didn't get that medic or demo man. And now things will just reset a little bit here. A little bit of a stalemate as both teams decide what to do, I think, Yuki.
Yeah, I'd like to see FFS, just heal up a bit and just try for a push here, because I don't think MEJ would necessarily expect it. They're sitting pretty defensively, and that gives FFS a lot of room to just take ground, and it looks like they are going to be doing that right now. I love this. All of it, MEJ sitting on that pipe. There's an opportunity for a lot of damage here, but Soldier does get blown sky high. Air shot attempts coming in. And it looks like Uber is used on both sides, with MEJ getting the better end of that, as looks like just huge amount of damage on this right side. Babel with the double frag, including the demo man and the pocket, so that's going to cue FFS to get out. And unfortunately, they just overcommitted a bit too hard there, just trying to do too much when they should have just done a bit of a spam battle with their player advantage.
Yeah, even trade Ubers and guys successfully, but they brought so many players in on that right side, they had to flash a lot of people there, and it just didn't last that long. TJ's going to try for a hero play there, but he was spotted, checked as they came out of that door, and that will give MEJ the player advantage here yet again. They push on to middle, and that scout Artisan is playing with fire there, almost goes down, but will manage to survive. It's going to be 6 on 6 here in the yard. Slight advantage for MEJ, but I don't think it's going to come into play. Both medics should get that overcharge in time, but TJ's going forward and taking a lot of damage and spotting out the advancing red wave here. Yuki, how do you think this one is going to play out?
Well, it looks like TJ's backing off a bit, so that might give MEJ a slight window to push in, as they are poking the left yard, but no, JK, they want to wait for a bit more health and ammo by the looks of things. FFS are just giving up free ground by the looks of things. Then, yeah, look at that. MEJ just walking from left side for free, and they get a pick as well, so this is pretty much disaster for FFS, who are going to get flanked probably in the next couple of minutes, but it looks like, no, Wide does get taken down. Babel returning with a kill on the scout, and there's a duel in the yard. There's a lot of fights happening here.
TJ went in for the force, managed to get Hmok down to 20-30 HP, but he had nerves to stay there, will not pop. Now he's going to go up top, take that kit. He's in lunchbox right now, and they're just going to control the point from the high ground here. FFS backing off again, showing their opponents a lot of respect. Not interested in trading Ubers when they are 2 men down. The spawns will come in now though, and we will see if they're going to run any utility classes. No, it's going to be 2 scouts. They seem content to be able to hold just with the power of Uber, and maybe even re-push after that. But right now it is 0-0 and 15 minutes have been played out, I believe. Oh wow, no, my HUD was broken. 9 minutes. It just seems like an eternity here on Granary. There's a sniper though, there's Fex with the scope. He's taking a little bit of spam, but enough time to get one shot up there. Couldn't manage to make it hit though. And he's continuing to spam from that left door in his perspective, and actually Babel is going to go down, the man trying to hold the door open there. And Effects is going to drop back and just snipe from Garage here, almost expecting a push here from FFS, but they seem quite content to just sit back. No team really taking the initiative here, Yuki.
Yeah, I'd really like that fairly aggressive holding by FFS. Obviously it's what you need to do against a sniper, but as soon as he poked, he just had rockets flying at him, so good read by FFS to expect that sniper play coming in. It looks like this sniper is poking this right side very deep. Needs some good spam. It looks like TJ flying in hot with the big jump. Does get out in time on 60 health, but looks like a lot of low players on FFS. Both their soldiers extremely low, so if they're not careful, they could just get body shot by that sniper, and that's going to be the cue for MEJ to push. But it looks like MEJ are going to back off a bit, as looks like Fex is going to be poking from this point here. Meanwhile, the scout pokes the left side, so we're going to have to see if they can get a miracle pick. But it looks like FFS aren't really giving them any opportunity.
Yeah, the sniper Effects is staying way back on the point, just watching the door, trying to get one of those scout picks maybe if they was beat out. And there is Wade, aka Creep, going down up top to Destiny. And that's maybe that sort of situation is like where you sacrifice a player to almost bait out the push or induce the push, but FFS aren't taking the bait, man. They just want to sit back and wait for Mookung to just come in and wipe, then they'll be happy to go for it, but they're not happy to push off that one player advantage. Oh, a lot of spam coming here from Kootman on the left side as the heavies roll in from MEJ, taking a lot of damage. The Uber gets forced out. Now here comes the counter. It's going to be Joe Ubering Kootman, and actually he's not Ubering anybody. He opts to flash all his players. Kootman jumps in and dies. Now Destiny, his pocket is weak as well. And this is just bad Uber management, I feel, here from the FFS medic. Didn't commit to that push, and now he finds that everybody is dead, and he's going to be the last to join them there in that spawn queue. That's going to be the first round on the board. Yuki, what was your take on that last push?
Oh, it looks like Q-Men and Destiny had the right idea to just try and jump really aggressively with their Uber as MEJ's Uber faded out. But as you were saying, Joe, with the unfortunate poor Uber management there, just, I guess, didn't have a proper read on what was happening. Really unfortunate though, as it was really a good play by FFS, 11 minutes and they've only lost a round right now. I'd like to see, more play out of them, as this is a very close game right now.
Kootman gonna roll in from the lower garage side. Didn't go top this time. OPD goes lower and picks up the kit. And there's the first pick again from that prolific roamer Creep, aka Wide. Gets the Scout of Innocence, then goes ham onto Joe. Just came walking in up close to him from his blind side, got that medic pick, and this is just going to turn it into a wipe. Nobody taking care of that roamer, and he managed to get two very important picks to just open the door for everybody else. OPD going to get hit opposite number Kootman and roll all the way on to CP4 here, Yuki.
Yeah, it just seems like FFS are just, like, their soldiers aren't really having much effect on mids at all. Like, every time I'm seeing Destiny die, like, almost first or second every rollout. Meanwhile, TJ jumps in way too late and doesn't really accomplish anything either, so I don't know. I think their soldiers need to just work out what else they need to do in rollouts, because it's clearly not working. And like their transition play is quite sound. It's just their rollouts. They need to sort something out about that, because you can't lose every rollout on a map. I mean, granted, sometimes you can, but it's just you can't do it. But we're going to see both teams running the sniper here, both offensive and defensive. So we're going to have to see who gets a headshot first.
Yeah, Fex was up top there with a fully charged shot, peeking just to see if that soldier would continue to spam him from the pipe. He did peek, but the shot did not connect. And their hand has been shown in that Artisan now knows that Fex is sniping, but Fex doesn't necessarily know that Artisan is looking down his scope. Now, the Ubers are going to be traded out here up top. It looks like actually Joe has managed to hold his for a significant amount of time again, but he's on the floor. He's not going to be able to lead with his team up top here. And Creep, aka Wide, jumping up there, doing a lot of damage onto Kootman. He is now on life support here from Joe. And look at that, Vex is totally uncontested. Walks in on the right hand side, and like a lot of shots were being fired off there, and nobody seemed to realise that the sniper had walked in. Now the medic pick has come in. That Uber of Joe is dropped. H-Box going to lead here with the rest of his team, healing a scout onto the point, but no focus fire here really from MEJ, and they might actually fail at this push unless someone can go huge, and that might just be Creep who's coming in getting 2k. Artisan and Destiny go down, but TJ's gonna send him back to the spawn queue, and things might stabilise again. But the sniper's back in the field. Veg trying to find a scout's head. He's gonna Senescence rushed in and got OPD. Fex unable to deny him, and he will back off. Little bit of a crazy passage of play there, guys.
Yeah, no, pretty much standard AsiaFortress play happening right there. Just balls out aggression on either side, but FFS getting the slight better end of that, as we're going to see the defensive crit streak, but no, Cute Man with the getting taken down by a headshot from Fex, so nice play by Fex to get that shot off, and this is probably going to cue MEJ to push the next couple of seconds. Admirable was they're poking through this left side. There's a huge amount of damage coming in. TJ gets taken down. This looks like it's going to be a round win for MEJ if they play this well.
Yeah, and Fex is now totally uncontested. Everybody trying to deal with the aggression here as player advantage snowballs out of control. This is turning it into an absolute avalanche of frags here for the red team, and Cute Man will manage to trade there, but that's going to be another wipe onto last and a second round on the board shortly after that first one finally came in. 15 minutes left still to play. We're going to go to another middle here. Everybody's hoping the FFS can dig deep and come back here so we can all see a third map before that second semi-final gets underway.
My 3-2 is still possible. Could still happen. I hope it does. But you're going to see OPD coming through this lower left area. First thing, he does go up into the catwalk, expecting that catwalk rollout, but never mind. Cute Man is pretty slow on that medkit rollout, but that's not too bad, as we're going to have to see both soldiers jumping in wide, getting the higher ground, taking down that scout once again, but TJ does return with a kill on the medic. But this is going to be pretty bad for FFS, as MEJ extremely well healed, and the aggression is going to come in a couple of seconds. Here it comes. HSK with 2 frags, Babel with another frag, and Creep with the last kill, and that's a team wipe. So it just looks like FFS don't really have their proper focus on rollouts. I mean, they have that one scout trying to deal with the soldier, and the soldier gets the kill almost every time. And if you lose the scout first on rollout, then like 8 or 9 times out of 10, you're just going to lose the rollout just based off that, just because how useful the scout is throughout the whole rollout.
Yeah, I admired FFS's determination to make that work, though. They just tried to push across the force and brute force it. But wow, there's Creep wide going huge, picking up 2 with a little help from Fex on the flank. They've already decimated that flank. That's both scouts and the roamer down. And Joe Cuteman and Destiny have nothing to do but hold on at last here and try and weather this storm. But they're about to take a lot of damage here as OBT begins to walk forward, spamming out those stickies. He hasn't actually managed to do so much, but Fex is going to do work onto Joe Medic down right now. HMOC is about to hit Uber in 15%, but it won't even matter because those spawns come in that previously got decimated on the flanks, and they just thrown into the meat grinder once more. It's going to be 3-0 as we go off to another middle, Yuki.
Yeah, just real big lack of coordination from FFS there. They just leaked players one by one, and before they knew it, they were down to 3 players, and MEJ just easily kept up that second point and then just rolled into last with the player advantage because no spawns were up. So we have to try and see if FFS can mix this up a bit, because not really having much luck on these mids.
Cuteman tags OPD with his first sticky, at least forced them back into the corner, and this is a situation where the soldiers of FFS could do a lot of damage. Destiny jumps up, but still waiting for TJ to do anything here. Actually, he goes down, jumps into Babel, gets shotgunned, and Essence trying to work his way across the point, but finds himself running into a scout. FFS actually picking up a few frags here on middle, Yuki. This could end well for them. I don't want to jinx it though. Oh, too soon, too soon.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Kuman's going to get taken down here in a second as well. Even though Uber was used on MEJ's side, that doesn't really matter. They get the midpoint, they win the rollout. And it's just, I don't know, not much coordination between, like, I guess, like half the team, because it seems like TJ really wants to go in and initiate the fights a lot earlier now, but Cute Man just didn't look like he was ready. He used pretty much all of his ammo before, you know, TJ jumped in. And as TJ jumped in, he had maybe like 1 or 2 stickies and like 1 pipe to push forward with. And you want to have a lot more stickies ready to push forward with when your roamer jumps in like that to try and pave the way. So lack of communication. We're going to have to see FFS try and defend this point, as they are down their roaming soldiers, so the flank is wide open.
Yeah, FFS looking a lot more like 6 individuals trying to play their own game here, and getting outplayed as a result. TJ is about to respawn here, but this times 5 power on the point is going to mean it's going to be a cap. And look at this. Oh, I think maybe HMOC has a little bit of a read there. He wanted to push ahead and try and use this Uber advantage. They're going to lead. They might be able to get Joe before he gets his charge up, but he's on 91% right now. His players are dropping like flies around him. He will get that charge, but it's going to be 3 on 6 here. Babel goes down, but the players are positioning themselves up top. Look at this soldier on the pipe.
Creep.
It's our hero of the hour, Wade. He's going to drop down. Pick up a 2k with a little help there from HSK. Big plays on middle and on last from that guy.
Creep being a creep, sitting up on that pipe like a cheeky guy, and that's gonna be 4-0. And if this is anything to go by, it looks like, you know, MJ gonna walk away with this. But you know, 10 minutes left. It is Granary. We're gonna have to see if FFS can do, you know, a TCM or not. But I don't know.
Or Broder.
Exactly, yeah. Kitman goes up top this time, still trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. TJ's going to bomb it, but they're just expecting it, and he gets absolutely destroyed there. OPD lunges him up and Vex plucks him out of the sky with those scatter shots. And Kitman, the Blue Devil Man, forced back into the ramp room where he will be destroyed by the scatter gun of HSK, and things just going from bad to worse here for FFS. This was supposed to be their big route, their turning point, their last stand here, but they've just got absolutely destroyed yet again on middle. SNN's gonna whip out the NZ. Will this be enough, Yuki?
I don't think it will, you know, Mastery Revenge, unless, you know, MEJ decide to completely ignore it and just, I don't know, kill bind. I don't think it's really gonna happen, but I don't know, Granary last is pretty open. It looks like MEJ is using a sniper, and they're pushing without their full 6 players. 2 players are on that second point right now, so FFS actually have a small window here. You know, a 6v4 kind of situation. The ground getting taken entirely by MEJ, walking forward, getting that medic and actually that soldier. But players are still up, this is still possible, and there is a sniper on MEJ's side, but no, it looks like that's going to be the end of that. Only the scout up. He's going to try and chase the sniper there, not going to have much luck. Once again, Creep with another kill, and that's the end of that, 5-0. So, wow, that was kind of unfortunate, really.
Yeah, Creep again with those uncontested pipe plays. Nobody spotting him up there. Yeah, again, he's going to clean up, and that's going to make it 5-0 here in favour of Mukmunji. That's going to be it for our first semi-final. Shounic, I'd like to hear some final thoughts from you for this game. Did it pan out as you expected?
It seems like they're starting to get a grasp on it, but I don't know. I just think that they didn't know what to do with all the aggression and all the pressure that MEJ put on them. Like at mids, like as you said, it seems like TJ and their soldiers were just out of sync, and sometimes the scouts were kind of out of sync as well. But I guess you have to give them credit. They did pretty well for a team this young. I think they've only been playing for this season, so I still think they did pretty well. They've kind of hit my expectation, honestly. I don't think I could have done as good as them.
I will remind our viewers that we are, of course, going to a second semi-final. This is a double header. The next game will be Lust versus Kuso Scout. But until then, until we hear exactly what's happening, if the servers have been finalised, etc., I'm going to let John take us away with a little bit of music for a few minutes, and we'll come back. Take me away, John.